angles now. Sine of 2x is 1 on root 2. I still solve these in a very, very similar way, but I just put a little circle around this, and I want to keep that together. Now, first thing we need to do is change the domain. If you're solving for 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 360, see, we're solving for 2x, so we have to change the domain. So, how am I going to go from x to 2x? I multiply by 2. So what you have to do is multiply all of the top row by 2. So this is the old domain, this is the new domain down here. What's 0 times 2? 0. What's 360 times 2? 720. So girls, if you have to solve x for x and it lies between 0 and 360, when you're solving for 2x, that lies, you have to, that's your old domain, and this is your new domain, called your new domain. New values of x that you're solving for. So guess what? We've got to go twice around the circle. Now our steps are the same, but just keep this 2x together. Again, step 1, sine of 2x is positive or negative? Positive in quadrants 1 and 2. Now this is a little bit different. Acute angle 2x. Because see how I circled the 2x? I've got sine of what is 1 on root 2. Which exact value? Is it sine 30, sine 45, or sine 60? Sine 45. So girls, see how that 2x sine of 45 is 1 on root 2? So the acute angle for 2x is 45. It's not 22.5. See why I circled the 2x? Sine of blob. Sine of circle is that. The circle is 45. 2x is 45, because sine 45 is 1 on root 2. So now we draw it. We've got quadrants 1 and 2, and we've got 45 degrees. But, so I start writing out my solutions, and I've got 2x is, okay? And I have to go twice around the circle, because when you're working in 2x, you've got to do 2 revolutions. All right? Now you are going to find we are still just solving for x, and we are going to solve for x in the last step. And when I solve for x, my solutions will lie between 0 and 360. But while I'm working on 2x, I have to have solutions from 0 to 720. So, sine of 2x is positive in quadrants 1 and 2. Sine of what is 1 on root 2? It's 45. So 2x is 45. All right, now I need to go twice around the circle, because for 2x I have to go twice around the circle. What are my solutions? Go. 2x is 45. Next. Great. And then we go around the circle, and what do? You just add 360 to each of those, and 360 plus that. So you work out what 2x is, and you get 45, 135, what else? 405, 495. That's what 2x is. What do you think the last step is? Divide by 2. So girls, everything's the same. Just the last step, divide by 2. But keep that 2x as a 2x for the whole process until the very last step. So now I just divide by 2. So x is 22.5, 67.5, 202.5 degrees, and 200 and I think 47.5 degrees. Now notice my solutions for x do lie between 0 and 360. Do you see? I'm solving for 0 to 360, but while you're working with 2x, you need to be solving between 0 and 720. 60, so the first thing you need to do is change your domain. Multiply everything by 2, because we're solving for 2x. So it's twice around the circle. We're going to keep this together. Do you know what to do? Step 1. Cos is negative in quadrants. Step 2. Acute angle 2x. Cos of that is a half. What is it? 60, 30 or 45? Step 3 is to draw it. Quadrants 2 and 3. Off you go. How many times around the circle? Twice. Yep. And 120, 240, and then 360 plus, and then 360 plus. So that's 120, 240, 480, and 600. That's for 2x. Notice the 2x solutions lie between 0 and 720. Now x is, divide by 2, 60, 120, 240, 300. Notice your x solutions do lie between 0 and 360. So when you're in x, your solutions need to lie between 0 and 360. Asked to solve cos of 2x is 1. So if you're ever asked cos or sine of x or theta is 0, 1 or -1, you sketch it. Because that's the maximum on the curve. Now cos, that's 1. I need another one, yes? 2. Remember, I just treat that 2x as just a thing. So 2x is, what are my solutions? Where is it 1? Yeah, the 2x is 0 or 360 or 720. Yeah? So you just draw a normal cos curve, but you keep this 2x together and you say, well, with a cos curve, cos of 0 could give you 1, cos of 360 would give you 1, and cos of 720 would give you 1, because when you're working from 0, when you're in 2x, your new domain is 2 revolutions from 0 to 720. Now remember, we're solving just for x, so what do? Divide. 0, 180, 360. Lying between -180 and +180, tan of 3 theta is √3. Again, that's just one thing. But we've got to change. That is only for theta. What are you multiplying by this time? By 3. So 18 times 3, that's 54. So 540. You tell me how many times around the circle. 1 or 2 or 1.5. 1.5 one way. Stop. 1.5 the other way. Stop. So I'm going to put them there when we do come to do them. But it is 1.5 times around the circle from 0 to 540 in the positive direction. I've got to do the same in the negative. All right, so we circled that 3 theta. Tan of what? Oh, no, let's do quadrants. Step 1. Tan is positive. Positive. In which quadrants? All stations 2. Step 2, acute angle 3 theta. Tan of what is √3? Tan of? Yep. Now draw them in. 60. I'll do my positive ones on a separate diagram. 60, 60. All right, all my solutions now. Are we okay? So on the positive diagram, I've got to go 1.5 times around. And these will be my negative ones. So 0 to 540. Let's go. What's the first solution? 60. And then 180 plus 60 is 240. So that's once around and another half. In the next half time around, how many solutions? Just 1. So it's 360 plus 60, which is 420. So they're your positive solutions. Right, negative solutions. Ready? What's the first one? This way. Go. Good. Keep going. Negative 360. Now, negative 360 and another negative 120. Do you get it? Negative 480. Look at the last one. So we've got negative 120, negative 300, not 360, negative 300. Sorry. Then it's negative 360 and another negative 120. You got it? You're going in the negative direction for 360 and another one. So it's negative 480. So now all I do is divide them all by 2 or 3 this time. 3. So I get 20, 80, 140, negative 40, 300, divide, negative 100, negative 14, 16, 160. Okay, girls, so noticing here, that's how we got that all my solutions do lie between negative 540 and positive 540, and in my final solutions, everything lies between negative 180 and positive 180. Okay?